Actually, one of the coolest things about growing hydroponics and indoors is not just growing food, but it's the ability that you can actually teach extremely well with this. So we have teachers, universities, homeschoolers, food organizations, and they're starting to use tools like this to teach because it's so good at it, so incredible at that.
And since we're in Canada, we have very long winters and short growing seasons. And a lot of the time when the kids are ready to grow or they can grow, it's summer vacation. So they really don't get to see the fruits of their labor. And so with hydroponics, it allows them to grow in the middle of winter. And they get to see hands-on, like from seed to harvest. It takes about a month. So it's like they get to see it, they get hands-on experience, and it's like that real science, that real experience to like inspire them and just show them what it takes to grow their own food. And so it's turned into a really cool tool that way.
And so eventually we set out to make the Eden Tower. And the first thing we wanted to do was go straight to our community. And we're like, hey, teachers, universities, food organizations, what do you want? What are your frustrations? Like, why haven't you guys started growing food in tools like this? And they told us exactly what they wanted. And what they wanted is something that was simple. They wanted something that isn't going to be a ton of work. They don't need another full-time job to give kids the opportunity to grow their own food. But they also wanted something that they control. And so that's what we set out to do.
So with the Eden Tower, we removed these expensive refills that lots of gardens have, and we allowed them to grow any or use any seed from anywhere. And this just makes it a lot more cost effective, as well as it's just easy to get. Like you can get seeds anywhere from local, you're not stuck buying from us.
Yeah, and then we really focused on like universal parts. So you want something that if like a part that's common to wear out, you can find it anywhere. And then if God forbid, something happens to us and we go belly up the next day, your garden is going to last you the rest of your life because those parts can be found anywhere.
And a lot of the time, like a lot of people wanted to get out of this buy cycle where it's like, oh, like if I wanted to upgrade, I have to buy a brand new system, and they didn't like that. So then what we did is we made this garden expandable. So you can start off small, and then instead of having to buy a brand new system, if you want to increase your garden, you just need to get a layer and you stack it on top, and you can do this indefinitely. So you can easily expand your garden as time goes on.
And sort of in that simple theme is we wanted to make something that didn't have apps and a bunch of sensors and you need Wi-Fi to run your garden. People wanted that control. And the other thing is those tend to start to slide into like subscriptions and paywalls and hidden fees. And we really wanted something that you just grow and you don't have to focus on all of these other little details that kind of nickel and dime you to death.
And people wanted something that just worked and worked very, very well. They wanted food to actually grow and they could actually eat off of it. And so we perfectly spaced out plants, and this allows them to grow faster and larger than other systems. And so you can actually have a plant that can feed a family of 4 just because you give it the proper room to grow that large.
And that's what ended up happening with the Eden Tower is we were able to offer something that's accessible, very low maintenance, really cost effective, so it isn't like a huge budget that these educators would have to worry about. And they controlled everything about it, and they could do this year round. And it was really, really exciting to see how powerful of a tool this is starting to become, especially for teachers and educators who are shaping the next generation.